welcome to our inaugural Community Healthy Aging Summit. This really is about our own personal health, our collective health, and even planetary health. And how we can incorporate neuroscience, lifestyle medicine, and our personal and collective care to promote health span. And we want our health span and our lifespan and our brain span to be the same so that we can all age well.
I'm a neurologic music therapist. That means I specialize in helping people understand how to use the fundamental components of music to help with things like motor rehabilitation, cognitive rehabilitation, speech and language skills, and also just psychosocial emotional support. What are the fundamental components of music? Well, that means things like rhythm, the tempo, the beat of the music, melody, pitch, volume. Those are the fundamental components of music. Maybe you have noticed before or maybe just right now when you're listening to this music, or if you're ever at a restaurant, and all of a sudden you notice that you are tapping your foot, and then you realize, oh, I didn't even subconsciously know that there was music playing in this room around me, but my body has started to respond to it. That's because your body is taking that auditory input of the tempo, the rhythm, and having a direct motor output. And that, as a music therapist, is what I like to help people understand, how to utilize those components of music to your benefit, to help address your therapeutic, your clinical goals, whatever that might be. Okay, I know that some of you are still eating, so I'm going to take this moment while the room is a little bit quieter to lead us through just a really brief music and mindfulness session. I want you to keep eating while I do this. And I'll also say, one of the things, I think you've been talking all about mindfulness, some of the sessions today. Notice today, as I lead you through this session, how you might respond a little bit differently to a mindfulness practice when you incorporate music. Maybe it'll be different, maybe it won't, but just open up your senses to how music might impact your awareness, your presence of space, and your presence of this moment, right here, right now. Let me see if I can adjust the microphone so you can hear the music and my voice. I think I might need to bring the microphone over to this side here. Awesome, there we go. All right, can you hear that okay? Can you hear me okay? So wonderful. If you're done eating, I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like, if that feels comfortable. If you're still eating, please keep your eyes open because I don't want you to spill your food all over yourself. So this is an exercise in helping you become present in this moment. As the music continues to play, just notice what sounds you are hearing in this room right now. The sound of the music, of course. The sound of your chewing, perhaps. The sound of other people enjoying their food. What other sounds do you hear in this room right now. If your eyes are open, what do you see? What colors do you notice? If your eyes are closed, just notice the darkness. What do you smell in the room around you? Can you identify two different smells? What can you touch? The chair supporting you, the surface beneath your feet, the food you're enjoying. What does it feel like? The sensation of clothes on your body. Notice something that you can touch. What are you tasting? And if you're able to, give yourself the opportunity to take just a few deep cleansing breaths. Beautiful. If your eyes were closed, you're welcome to bring yourself back to this space. Just notice what that felt like in your body as you engaged your five senses while having music supporting that time. What do you think? Interesting? Was it nice having the music? Yeah. Has anyone considered bringing music into your mindfulness practice before? Yeah. I like to think about music as a way to hold the space. So many people that I talk to say that when they try to be still or have a moment of silence, their mind just wanders and they think about all the things that they don't want to be focusing on. But if they add music, their mind is able to focus on the music instead of all those extra things. So it can act as a containing space to help you stay present in that moment. This talks a little bit about music therapy. I'm a board-certified music therapist, and what I do is I use evidence-based interventions to support clinical goals. I've talked about motor goals, speech and language goals, cognitive goals, emotional, mental health support. So when you work with a music therapist, our education is in that. A music therapist will have a minimum of a bachelor's degree in music therapy. We complete an internship, and then we take our national certification exam that allows us to hold our credentials. And something really exciting about Washington State is that we just passed a bill a couple of weeks ago that now is licensing music therapists in Washington State. There's about 19, it's really exciting. We've been working for several years to help have this happen. There's about 19 states across the country that now have licensed music therapists. This is good because it helps protect people who are accessing these services, and it also helps protect music therapists as well. So, yay, Washington State. There's two different types of music therapy. If you're thinking about, okay, I like music, I use music on a regular basis, maybe you play an instrument, maybe you listen to music in the morning to kind of help amp up your body and get you going during the day, maybe you use music at night to help you relax and calm down. Those are all wonderful things. Music therapists help you learn how to do and use both active music making and receptive music making. What we just did together was receptive music therapy. You were listening to music being offered to you. But music therapists do more than that. We're also teaching people how to play music. We're using music instruments and interventions to accomplish non-musical goals. You also might be thinking now, I don't have a rhythmic bone in my body. Does anyone think that? Yeah, there's no way I could ever play an instrument. There's no way I could ever sing a note. That's okay. If you were going to a PT session or a physical therapy session, you wouldn't assume that you needed to be a professional athlete, right? You would say, something's not working in my body, so I'm gonna go see my physical therapist to help me out. I'm not an athlete, that doesn't matter. That also applies to music therapy. If you think, hey, something's going on in my body, hey, I need a little bit of additional support with something, I'm gonna see what music therapy might have to offer me. And knowing that you don't have to have musical experience, confidence, or background to participate, because our goal isn't to make you a musician. Our goal is to help you accomplish your therapeutic goals, and we use music to get you there. Here's some of the ways that music can help you. I've already talked about that. And I just, wanted to tell you briefly to kind of paint a picture. What does this even mean? Using rhythm, melody, and pitch to help your body move to music. Has anyone heard about rhythmic auditory stimulation? This is something that I mentioned before. When you have a direct auditory input, we have a direct motor output. If you're having trouble walking, maybe even just because of fatigue, maybe you injured yourself, maybe you're noticing that your body is slowing down in that way and it's difficult, you can use music to help improve how you walk. If you've noticed that it's difficult to find motivation to work on strength training, or it's just hard to move your body in the way that you want to, music can step in and act as that bridge to help you continue to move your body in ways that are really meaningful and helpful, using rhythm. In music therapy, something as simple as a tempo, a 1, 2, 3, 4. If you start tapping your foot along to that beat, 3, 4, and a 1, or maybe tapping your leg, 3, 4, tapping over your heart, 2, 3, 4. You can do it with me if you want. Yeah, feel the beat, 3, 4. This is entrainment. Tap your head, I like that. Letting the rhythm come into your body, feeling that sense of rhythm, and actually using it as a support to help your body move, whether it's walking, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, whether it's lifting weights, 1, 2, 3, finding that pulse, that rhythm to help your body move. You can do this when you're just doing your regular exercise, whatever that looks like for you, walking. If you want to walk a little bit longer, or you want to try to walk a little bit faster, you can work with a music therapist or do the work yourself to find the tempo that's appropriate for your body, letting that music drive your body and drive your movements. Has anyone ever done something like that just on your own? I know a lot of people use music when you move.
I find singing like this old man, let me talk to this old man.
Yeah, yep. And using music, what's the song you're supposed to sing when you're giving someone CPR? Yeah, that's like rhythmic auditory stimulation. Bum, 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 ba. We know that beat, it sinks into our soul, we know how it sounds, and so we can use it to find the rhythm to know. Because that can be scary when that happens, so it's good to have a song to be able to remember that. Emotional and mental health, a little bit about what I did today. There's so many ways that music can support this, but I don't know, maybe you felt a little bit calmer when the music was being played. Maybe you felt like you had a little more connectedness with yourself, an opportunity to pause, bringing a mindful moment. That's a way that music and music therapists can help you learn how to improve coping skills, reduce anxiety and stress, build personal insight and awareness, support or improve or help you create a mindful practice. Okay, I want to share a song with you. We'll see if my Bluetooth works. This is something you can all do today. Everyone needs to be able to have simple activities that can help them improve their memory, right? Help them sharpen their memory, their focus, their ability to sustain tension, shift focus. You can do this all the time by playing a song that you like. And you can say, every time I listen to this song, I want to identify how many times they say the word baby. And they tend to say that word in a lot of songs. And as you listen to the song, you count every time you hear the word baby. Or you could say, I'm going to listen to this song, and I'm going to follow the instrumentation line of the guitar. And your mission, while you listen to that song, is to just focus in on that guitar instrumentation line. Most songs are about 3.5 minutes long. So for 3.5 minutes long, you are using your brain to just zero in on the sound of that guitar. If the song only has a guitar in it, that's going to be pretty easy. Maybe choose a song that has different instruments in it, even lyrics, so that you really have to work hard to practice sustaining your focus. And for 3 minutes, you sustain your focus, improving your cognition a little bit. So let me see if I can get this to work. I'm not going to try too hard here. Okay, so far so good. As you listen to this song, I want you to raise your hand, or just, well, then we can all kind of cheat because we'll see when other people do it. Count on your fingers how many times you hear the word blue. Okay? Let me get the volume turned up here. So how many times you hear the word blue in this song? All right, it says I'm all connected. We'll see how loud we can get the volume. Get ready. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Oh yeah, so good. Okay, how many did we get? 8? I didn't count, so we got some 6, we got some 8, we got 10? 13? Wow, okay, you all can see how this is a really great exercise. Also, was it confusing because she had all that beautiful improv in there? Did you maybe lose track of how many times you counted the word blue? That's another great song that you can use to practice shifting, alternating your focus. Okay, first I'm going to focus on finding the word blue. Then I'm going to follow the instrumentation line of the bass, stand-up bass. And then you just have to focus in on that instrumentation line, and then you have to jump back to finding the word blue again. Did anyone's mind wander during that song? Yep. Yeah, did you have to say, wait a minute, I'm doing an exercise right now to improve my memory recall? Okay, that's your exercise for you today. Speech and language skills, music, and singing. Singing and talking. Music therapists know how to help you use simple vocal exercises, oral motor and respiratory exercises to improve things like your articulation, your control, your oral motor, your breath support. Does anyone know how to take a really deep breath into your belly, what that feels like to use your diaphragm to breathe? It can be a trained skill. And it's also a beneficial skill for mindfulness practice or helping manage anxiety and stress, because you know that when you're feeling stressed, you usually breathe from your chest, short, shallow breaths. But teaching your body what it feels like to breathe deep and low, like singers do, vocalists do, then your body already knows how to go there. Oh, I know what it means to take a deep breath. Social health, how fun is making music together with a group of friends? Over the past couple of years during COVID, I maintained all of my work. I work at Swedish Cancer Institute and their multiple sclerosis center, so that's what I get to do on a weekly basis. And obviously we switched all of our groups virtual over the past couple of years, and it was the one space where I could show up every week with people, and we continued to make music together. During a time of isolation and loneliness, it was making that music, hearing other people play, that helped bring a sense of connection and community when that was during a time that was really hard to find that. Now we have opportunities to make music together, and I don't know if you've ever been in a music group or made music with friends. There's something magical that happens in those settings. And so music therapists get to do that here. If you come here frequently, there is, I just saw a music therapy group that happens every Friday at 11 o'clock, which is incredible. Does anyone go to that who's been here before? Okay. Cool. So I'm going to wrap up what I'm talking about today. I already talked about, active music listening, improve your memory and attention while you listen to music. So that's my charge to you. This week, find a song and practice that active music listening. You can also learn how to play an instrument. Music therapists are trained at adapting instrument instructions. That means our primary goal isn't to turn you into Ella Fitzgerald. Our primary goal is to help you learn how to play an instrument so that you can work on cognitive skills, you can work on a mindfulness practice, you can help with motor skills. Those are the benefits that we're drawing at an instrument playing and that we want to offer to people. But also so that you can know if you were to work with a musician in the community, to have your kids, your grandkids, a friend teach you how to play an instrument, it's so beneficial for your mind. And it's fun. It boosts your mood. Also, a therapeutic playlist, that's just a fancy way of saying, have the music on hand that you enjoy listening to. When you're having a hard day, know what music you can listen to that helps boost your mood. When it's difficult for you to fall asleep at night or stay asleep at night, have the music on hand, easily accessible, that you can listen to, that helps regulate your breathing, that helps calm the nervous system, that helps you stay asleep. When you need music to help your body move, have those songs that motivate you, using that rhythm to drive you as you move your body. This is research. We love research. Okay, that's me. That's how to get in touch with me. And I think I'll end there. Thank you so much for letting me share.